A turning point. Supreme Court takes charge. The Indian education system has been shaken to its core. The Supreme Court's recent intervention in the Renee case signals a potential turning point. This landmark decision offers a beacon of hope for 25 law students who have been demanding fairness in national entrance exams. The court's message is clear: students deserve a level playing field. No longer will opaque systems and questionable practices be tolerated. This judgment is not just a legal victory, it's a resounding affirmation of student rights. For far too long, students have felt like their voices were not heard. They have been burdened with the pressure of performing well in high-stakes exams. Yet they have been left in the dark about the fairness and transparency of these very exams. The court's directives are a step towards righting these wrongs. This case transcends the immediate concerns of the Renee exam. It shines a light on systemic issues that plague the Indian education system. The pressure cooker environment of competitive exams, the lack of transparency in grading, and the immense stress on students have long been a cause for concern. This judgment has the potential to usher in much-needed reforms. It is a chance to build a more equitable and just education system for future generations. The Supreme Court's intervention is a powerful reminder that every student deserves a fair chance. It signals a new era where the voices of students are heard. It emphasizes the need for accountability and transparency in educational assessments. This is a moment of immense significance for the future of education in India. Voices of the voiceless students speak out. At the heart of the Renee case are the voices of countless students who have faced immense challenges. Their experiences expose the flaws within our education system. Many students reported discrepancies in exam scores. Others highlighted technical glitches during the online examination process. These issues are not isolated incidents. They point to a larger pattern of systemic failures. I was shocked when I saw my Renee score, says Anjali, a student who aspires to be a doctor. I had worked so hard, but my result didn't reflect my preparation at all. Anjali's story is not unique. Countless students have expressed similar concerns, highlighting the urgent need for greater transparency and accountability in the exam process. The stress and anxiety caused by these uncertainties take a toll on students' mental well-being. Rohit, another Renee aspirant, shares, "The constant worry about the exam process was debilitating. It was difficult to focus on my studies when I had doubts about the fairness of the system. The pressure to succeed in these exams is immense, and the lack of transparency only exacerbates the emotional burden on students." These personal stories underscore the human cost of systemic flaws in education. The Supreme Court's decision to intervene is a testament to the power of these students' voices. It recognizes the urgency of addressing their concerns and creating a more just and equitable system. Their experiences serve as a stark reminder that education should empower, not disenfranchise. The gavel falls. NTA mandated to reform. The Supreme Court's ruling in the Renee case is a resounding call for reform. The National Testing Agency, NTA, responsible for conducting the exam, has been given a clear mandate: ensure fairness and transparency. The court has directed the NTA to reevaluate its examination process. This includes a thorough review of its technological infrastructure. The NTA has been ordered to address the issue of discrepancies in exam scores. This requires a transparent and accountable system for grading and result declaration. Students deserve clear explanations for their scores. They should have access to mechanisms for redressal in case of discrepancies. The court's directives aim to eliminate any ambiguity and ensure that each student's performance is assessed fairly. Furthermore, the court has emphasized the need for better communication with students. The NTA must provide clear and timely information about the examination process. This includes details about exam patterns, syllabus, and any changes in regulations. Transparency and communication will not only reduce anxiety among students, but also build trust in the examination system. The Supreme Court's intervention is a clear message that business as usual is no longer acceptable. The NTA must take concrete steps to regain the trust of students. It needs to prioritize fairness, transparency, and accountability in all aspects of the examination process. The future of millions of students depends on it. Section 4. A Brighter Path. Rebuilding Trust and Integrity. The Supreme Court's verdict in the Renee case has ignited hope for a brighter future. The court's emphasis on transparency and accountability has the potential to transform the educational landscape. For students, this decision is a powerful affirmation of their rights. It assures them that their voices are heard and that their concerns are being addressed. This judgment gives me hope, says Priya, a student who aspires to pursue engineering. It shows that the system is listening to our concerns and is willing to make changes. The court's directives, if implemented effectively, can restore students' faith in the fairness and integrity of national examinations. The impact of this decision extends beyond the immediate stakeholders. It sends a strong message to all educational institutions about the importance of ethical conduct. It reinforces the principle that every student, regardless of their background, deserves a fair chance to succeed. This is an opportunity to move away from the culture of rote learning and high-stakes exams. It's a chance to build an education system that values critical thinking, creativity, and holistic development. The court's intervention has paved the way for a more equitable and just education system in India. Section 5. A new dawn towards a fairer education system. The Renee case and the Supreme Court's subsequent intervention mark a watershed moment in Indian education. This is not merely a legal victory. It is a triumph for fairness, transparency, and student rights. The court's directives have the potential to usher in a new era of accountability in educational assessments. This case has sparked a nationwide conversation about the need for systemic reforms in education. It has forced us to confront uncomfortable truths about the inequalities and flaws within the system. However, this introspection is crucial for progress. We must seize this opportunity to build a better future for our students. The road ahead requires a collective effort. Educational institutions, policymakers, parents, and students must work together to create a system that is fair, equitable, and truly student-centric. We need to move away from the obsession with marks and embrace a more holistic approach to education. The Supreme Court's verdict has illuminated the path toward a brighter future. It's a future where every student has the opportunity to reach their full potential. It's a future where education empowers, inspires, and transforms lives. Let us work together to make this vision a reality.